right, today I'm going to show you guys how to use the ammeters and the voltmeters. So the ammeter measures the circuit's current, while the voltmeters measure the voltage. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just making a simple circuit, and let's see. And first I'm going to, and I'll show it to you guys. I'll show you guys a simple circuit and how to use this stuff. And then I will make a little bit more of a complicated circuit and show you how to use them. So first of all, this is my simple circuit. Let me make this a little bit taller so we can fit things in. Okay, so first I'm going to measure the current, which is how fast these electrons are moving. So I'm going to go over here to ammeters. You can use either one of these. The only problem is if you use this one, then you can only use one, which is not that huge a problem. So I'll show you how to use both. First of all, if you use this one with the little spyglass on it, all you have to do is drag it out of there and then use the spyglass like this. And it tells you the current in this is 0.9 amps. If you don't see this on your screen, it's because you're in intro and right now I'm in lab. Okay, so right now it says 0.9 amps. This one's super easy to use. I can take it off. It doesn't tell me anything. And no matter where I put it on this circuit, it's always going to say 0.9 amps. Because the series, in a circuit like this, simple circuit, or a series circuit, the current stays the same. The other ammeter you use is this one. You just drag it over, and this one you actually connect, and you connect it in series. So I would just connect it to the wire, connect that right to the light bulb, and that also tells me 0.9 amps. See, 0.9 amps. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that one for now. See ya. Okay, now I'm going to measure the voltage. So I'm going to take my voltmeter out. And what I'm going to do is use these two sensors. And if I want to measure the voltage across this light bulb, then I'll just put the sensors on either side of the light bulb. So right now it says -9 volts. I just attached them wrong. This should be down here. This should be up here, and we've got 9 volts. Okay, so that's the voltage across that. That's how you do it. I'll have more to say about that one when I make something a little bit more difficult. So let's move all this stuff out of the way. I'm going to make another part. I'm going to make 2 light bulbs in series, and I'm going to make their branch parallel with this branch. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to add a switch in there so that we can more easily see the differences in what's going on by just turning the switch on and off. So let's take this switch, put it right here. Okay, so right now, just this is open or working. And then when I click on this, now they're both working. This is really going to bother me because this really doesn't look nice. But I can't make it work any different. Okay, so for right now here, I'm going to take my current, my ammeter, and I can look and see the current here is 1.35. The current going through this light bulb is 0.9. The current going through these light bulbs is 0.45. If I follow this branch all the way up, so the current is the same in each branch. I mean, it's same throughout the branch. So it would be this 0.45 starts here after that junction and goes all the way up, and it's 0.45 until we get here. And now after that junction, this 0.9 plus this 0.45 equals this 1.35. That's how that works. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to take a look at the voltage now. So if I want just the voltage of one of these 2 light bulbs over here, I have to place the sensors on either side of the light bulb. And that's giving me a voltage of just 4.5. Don't worry about the negative. So 4.5 volts for that. If I put it like this, it gives me the voltage from here to there, which is of both together. So that's 9. I'll move this in the middle. That one by itself is 4.5. So we got 4.5 volts plus 4.5 volts equals 9 volts in this branch. And then the other branch, it's similar to what we had before. Okay, and so from here to there, now that's 9 as well. So both branches, this one with 1 and this one with 2, have a total of 9 volts of voltage. Okay, what's helpful here with the ammeters, I'm going to do that, is to use those other ammeters, because then you can have more than one attached at a time. So I can measure the current in here. I can put another ammeter up there to measure that current. No. Yes. And then I can make one more going in between these two guys. Let's just get rid of that whole thing and just connect them with the ammeter. So they work like a wire. They connect things. It's just that they measure the current. Okay, so now, gosh, this bothers me. Now when I close this, you can see there's 0.45 going through this branch, 0.9 going through this branch, which gives us a total of 1.35. So that can be a little bit easier to see, a little bit harder to set up. All right. The last thing I wanted to show you guys is how to change values. I think most of you guys know this, but if you click on the battery like that and come down here, it gives you 9 volts. You can change this, and when you do that, let me change it to 20. You're seeing the current changed. It's 2 amps now. When I close the switch, that stays at 2. Now this gets 1 amp for a total of 3 up here. So that's a change. You can also, I'll do this because you can see this better. I can click on this light bulb and it says resistance 10 ohms. I can move this up to, let's say, 30. Okay. I can move that up to 30 amps, and I don't know how much you can tell because this is a little bit bright, but if you look, these are longer light rays than this one, so this one is actually brighter. The one that's 30 ohms is brighter than the one over here that's only 10 ohms. So when we go through and start doing stuff where you have to change values, that's how you do it. You just click on it. Whoops. Not when you click on it and get the arrows, you have to click on it more in the middle, and if it circles the whole thing, then you can just come down here and adjust things. All right. Thanks for listening. Or forget how to turn this off. Oh boy.